fuck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you need 5 things. I can't even count. 5 things. So I've been plant-based, I guess that's what you want to call it, vegetarian for like 12 years-ish, and vegan off and on, intermittently in those times. More recently, I've been vegan for like 4 years. And one thing that I always am on the hunt for is a good butter substitute. Melt has always been my favorite. I also like Earth Balance, but they have palm fruit oil in them. And if you don't know about the drama with the palms, like we gotta save the orangutans. Like we're literally burning them up so we can have some palm oil. It's not okay. So I stumbled across this book. It's called The Homemade Vegan Pantry, The Art of Making Your Own Staples. It's by, oh my God, I just realized this. Miyoko Shinner? Is this the same lady that makes Miyoko's? Because that was like the next thing that I was just about to talk about. So I found the recipe in this book, BT Dub. If you are looking for a good vegan cookbook, this one is like bean flicking beautiful. I mean, okay, this is like not doing it justice, but just like the photography, the pictures are gorgeous. I can't speak for a ton of the recipes because I just like to look at it. I cannot stick to a recipe to save my life. Like I just couldn't do it. If someone put a gun to my head and was like, you have to follow this recipe exactly, I would just fucking die. Like it would never happen. So I always look to cookbooks for inspiration more. Oh my God, I just flipped open to the exact page that we're gonna be making today. So anyways, this recipe mixed with, I bought some of the Miyoko's butter, which is bomb, but like $7 for a brick, and ain't got that kind of money. So I married them both together and made this vegan recipe that I'm about to show you. Okay, so you only need 4 ingredients for this recipe, and 3 of them you can buy in bulk, which is what I did. So I only need to run to the grocery store for one little thing every time I want to make it. This recipe makes a pound of butter, which if you buy the boxes at the grocery store that have like the 4 little sticks inside, that's a pound of butter. So all you need is coconut oil, which who doesn't have some coconut oil on hand? We be using this for everything these days. You can use unrefined or refined. The recipe in this cookbook calls for refined because you don't get like that coconutty taste. I like to stay away from refined things when possible. You don't always know what it's refined with. Sometimes it's refined with animal bones, therefore it's not vegan. But also like when you're refining it, you're just taking away all the good stuff. So like, what's the point in consuming a better oil if you're not consuming the raw unprocessed version? So I always use this coconut oil. It's like $17 for this big boy at Costco. And I don't taste any coconutty flavor when I make it with this. And I hate coconut, like pina coladas, disgusto, barfo, I hate all of that. So I think that I'm sensitive. If I can't taste the coconut, use the unrefined. Next, oil. Any old oil will do. What is this oil in this book? She says canola, grapeseed, or light olive oil. This is avocado oil. This is what I normally have. I either have this or there's a blend version of this with it, which is avocado oil and sunflower oil. I've also used vegetable oil. I've also used canola oil. I really want to try making it with hemp seed oil, but I have not had any on hand. But I think that would be bomb. I just think use any oil you fucking want. This is the secret to making it all stick together. Sunflower lecithin. They also make a soy lecithin, which is the first thing that I tried because that's what she calls for in this cookbook. I could only find granules. Do not ever use granules when you're trying to make butter. Just don't ever do it. Get the liquid. The 4th thing you need is milk, plant-based milk. I have tried this recipe using almond milk, coconut milk, soy milk, oat milk, and hemp milk. Oat milk does not work. Hemp milk is my favorite. I just love the plant in all of its glory. I think that it's great for you. Our body absorbs the protein in hemp better than proteins in other sources, blah, 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 blah. I should really make a whole video about that separately. Milk, you'll need that. And the last thing is yogurt, because why not add a little bit of probiotic? Like if you have the opportunity to, sure, your gut will thank you, why not do it? This is a Forager's brand. It's lemon. I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out, but woohoo, great deal, 99 cents. That's why I got it. I have like laser eyes for all these red clearance stickers. This is the only thing that I cannot buy in bulk. When it comes to the cartons of hemp milk or coconut milk, or whatever milk I use, I always buy like a bigger case of those. Yeah, all those other things I bought in bulk. This, obviously you can't buy in bulk because it's gonna go bad. So, as for variations, when I make this butter, I normally do a little bit salted, just because I don't typically bake with this that much. I could, but I just don't. I'm been trained to bake with unsalted butter, so the first time I tried making this butter, I didn't put salt, but when I put it on like my toast, like I wanted the salt. So I do a little bit salted, and then I'll take a little portion out and do something weird with it. And that's where the fun stuff comes in. I've added fresh garlic, I've added dried herbs, I've added miso, which I will be adding today. Like, I did not know what umami meant until I tried miso butter. These were the shiitake miso butter mushrooms, and I almost came in my pants when I ate them. I was literally moaning at the table. Normally I'd be really embarrassed about that, but I wasn't even embarrassed. That's how delicious it was. And whenever I make miso butter mushrooms for anybody that comes over, they're all like, oh my gosh, this is so good, what is this? And I'm like, I know, right? Your mouth can't even comprehend it. It explodes, your brain explodes, your panties explode, everything explodes. You need to make yourself some miso butter. Yes. And I have not tried this yet, but it just came to me. Also be great if you have like inflammation, you do medicinal marijuana type of things, you got some CBD oil, ding, ding, ding. Add it in there before you pour it into your mold or pour it into your container or whatever. That would be a great way to like sneak it in. Like this butter, I also did a cinnamon sugar one. That wasn't my favorite, but I did it. I definitely like the herbed and the miso. You can't tell the miso. Let's get to it. If anybody tries this and they make up their own variation that's like really bomb, please let me know, because I am down to try all kinds of things when it comes to my butter. Okay, Now we going.